Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. My wife and I are in Montreal with two of our kids. We are no longer in PUV right now. It was the longest trip ever. Normally, the flight from PUV to Montreal would be about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours, sometimes with a layover in La Grande. That was a 6.5 hour plus flight. Um, on a turboprop on a Dash 8. 3 stops before Montreal. So we stopped in Inukjuak. We stopped in Umiak. I thought Umiak was going to have a gravel runway, to be honest, because it's only like 200 people living there.
400.
And then we stopped in Kujarapik. And Kujarapik really got me excited because we saw trees. We were landing and I even tapped her. I go, Alicia, trees.
Nukjuak's airport's right on the beach, though.
Yes, which is apparently where ours used to be.
Yes.
So we left town. It was -11 this morning when we left. It was 15 degrees when we landed in Montreal. I want my shorts. I want my sandals. We have the air conditioner on right now because we've spent 2 years in the Arctic where the average temperature is not this.
No.
Yeah.
It's this temperature for like 3 weeks out of the year.
Now, we can also tell you, there's a lot of people that share pictures of airports with almost nobody in it, and it's true. The airport's had almost nobody in it when you think about it. For how, like, the Montreal airport, there was maybe 80 people in there.
We also landed late, though.
Yes, but what I'm trying to get to is, I find it hysterical that you're forcing people to wear masks for everything, and this and that, and then you shove an entire plane full of people. And you're like, hey, social distance, 6 feet away, 2 meters away from each other, and then you're sitting side by side with strangers.
Yeah, like our plane wasn't full to capacity, but it still was full enough.
There was like 3 empty seats.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stuff like that. I mean, I can understand still traveling, but you really should, like, if you're a Dash 8 where there's 2 seats per side, it should be 1 person on each side. And they upped the price of tickets as if they were doing that,
Yeah,
but they weren't doing that.
$4,000 per person round trip.
Yeah, $4,000 per person round trip to get an hour and a half away from PUV. We could have traveled the world.
I could have made it to Europe on that and back again on less than that.
For all of us. On top of that, I know the lighting isn't great. Our youngest is sleeping over in the other bed. So
across the whole bed.
Yes, I don't know how her sister's gonna sleep. Yeah. Yeah.
She finally crashed.
I'm excited to be out, to be honest. First and foremost, internet. I uploaded a video that was 2 gigabytes, and I uploaded it in like an hour, and I was like, oh my god. So we had the weather change, which was weird. Internet, which is weird. We're still on the Await network, so I haven't gotten a lot of messages, but I'm curious how many text messages and stuff are going to pop through at some point when we get back to Ontario.
You think so? They should be popping through now.
I had one pop through right away from Leon's, and I giggled. Like, yep, you delete. I guess it's been a long time since we've done these, because usually we would have a few viewers by now, but we have nobody. Oh, we have one. Yay! So yeah, leaving PUV, it was weird to get into the truck with like 2 or 3 feet of snow still on the ground, and then land here and have nothing. Nothing at all, and be like +15. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Even once we got to Kujarapik, there was hardly any snow left. You could see it. See the difference.
Turboprop planes, very loud. You think jets are loud? Be on a turboprop.
Next to the fucking wing.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Yeah.
With a 3-year-old who doesn't want a seatbelt.
Yeah. Traveling with a toddler, especially one that's learned how to open and close her seatbelt, not fun. Not fun at all. It's really nice to be here. I mean, we got to the hotel. We were able to order some food. We were. It's just you don't realize how much you miss.
Mm-hmm.
6.5 hours with my masks on. My wife did lend me one of her girly headbands that have the little buttons on it, so that your mask isn't around your ear because it was hurting. But even that headband hurt my ears. Like my ear is in a lot of pain right now. But I mean, I changed my mask twice throughout the day. I changed it at Kujarapik, and then I changed it again in Montreal. But yeah, it was. I have a giant noggin. I really do, and it just it wasn't pleasant. I'm gonna put that down before Braith walks out of the bathroom and we're hanging out or something. Um, yeah, I guess. What do you want to talk about?
Doing then?
She's enjoying a bath.
I think so. I think I heard.
Just like the first thing I did was I just turned the water on super high. I sat down and I just let the water run over me. It was
I
like,
got a nice
oh,
hot
yeah.
shower.
It was the
Leisurely
things
shower.
again, the things you miss when you lived in the Arctic. 2 years in the Arctic, I haven't had more than a 2 or 3 minute shower, and
It's usually a family shower.
it's a family shower, and it's get in, get out, and be done. And it was just turn the hot water on, let it run all over you, sit down, and just be like, oh yeah. I was gonna stay in even longer, but I'm like, you know what? I need to get out, or I'm gonna fall asleep. Um, yeah, yeah. It's been fun. It's been fun. The years, the 18 months in the Arctic didn't seem like a lot. It did seem like a lot, but it didn't seem like a lot, at least until we got out. Now that we're out and I'm seeing trees and street lights, and I'm like, oh my god, like it's different. I've talked about it in videos before, but the perspective of lockdowns down here compared to just normal life up there. Normal life up there is more isolated than most lockdowns down here. I mean, I need deodorant. I'm going to order deodorant on Amazon tonight. It's going to be at my in law's house by the time I'm there, most likely. Like, it's that type of thing. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Say hi to Brian. Say hi to Brian.
Hi.
You're really, really good at this talking with
I'm
people.
sorry. I'm tired.
So yeah.
I don't know how you're getting in the bed. She's across the whole bed.
So yeah, just things like that, right? Like uh, and yeah, I'm still amazed at how that 25-degree difference. Like I already said to her, like the air conditioner's on. I just want to pull my sandals and shorts out of my bag, but like I didn't realize how acclimatized we were to the Arctic weather already.
Especially like last night in our own bed, it was chilly in our house, and we were like wrapped around in blankets.
Yeah, and
like,
right now I want to walk around naked. Like it's only 15 degrees, and I don't even want to have clothes on. Like it's that.
Yeah, but you never want to have clothes on.
You're right. Outside I do, but right now no. It's too fucking hot even then.
There's people outside. There weren't people outside. You'd walk around outside naked.
She's got a point.
She's right. Actually, our neighbor. I went out. I wear kilts all the time, even in the winter in the Arctic, and it's windy. And I walked out to do the garbage in my kilt, and I started throwing the garbage out, and the wind came, and I wasn't wearing underwear, and it took my kilt, and my neighbor was out, and yeah, she got a good look, and then I came back inside and put pants
I
on.
don't know if it was a good look, but it was a look.
Walk around with my rhino horn out. That is kind of what I want to do. Um, So what did you? The flight vlog wasn't great. Just I need to pay the money to get my little vlog program as pro, so I can add as many videos as I want. I cut some out and did this and did that, but it was just hey, look, this is the scenery and this is this and this is that and up and down and
You did a vlog of our travel?
yes,
Is that what you just uploaded?
yeah.
Oh.
It's 14 and a half minutes.
Oh.
Oh, watch out, you're just about to squash my nut.
I did
That was the one that worked.
I knew where you were.
You knew where I was?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about? Other than yippee, we're going home for a bit.
I don't know. I'm not looking forward to the next flight.
Yes, we do have
flying.
one more flight. You only hate flying because Harlow's with us.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't know a kid could spaghetti like that in such a small space, but my fucking god. And then she jumped from this bed to that bed.
My favorite was that she really had to pee and she started freaking out. You don't take a toddler that's potty trained on a plane, because I don't even know how people do a Mile High Club. You're right, like I couldn't even turn around in that bathroom. How do you get two people in there and fuck them? Are they like midgets? Are they midget jockeys? Like two 80-pound people in there? Like it does. So Harlow needs to pee. So Alicia goes, Chad, can you take Harlow pee? Okay. I get in there and the first thing I do is go, what the hell am I doing in here? How are we doing this? Then I get her on the toilet and
And you have to hold her because there's.
and she's freaking out. She's like, no, because it's small and dark.
Yeah.
And cheers to you as well, sir. Yeah. So yeah, it was traveling with a toddler is insane, and traveling with a toddler on a 6.5 hour flight that's up and down, up and down, up and down. Get off the plane. So here's the other thing with the Arctic, right? Not every airport in the Arctic actually has security. So what happens is there are stops you have to do, and then you get off the plane, and all your luggage, even the checked luggage, is sent out of the plane. You have to pick it up off the conveyor belt, go through security, have them scan everything, put it back on the plane, and then get back on the plane. It's fun. It really is, especially with a toddler, and it's a six and a half
The
hour flight.
Kujarapik airport is actually smaller than the Pavernatuk airport, so
Well,
it was condensed.
Pavernatuk did have security at one point.
Yeah, they
lost it because things were being allowed through.
You don't say. Pavernatuk skimmed the rules? Oh, that never happens. Never, never.
So yeah. So I mean, on the way up from Montreal, you'll stop in La Grande to do that security. But in La Grande, they don't take your checked baggage off. They just take you and your carry-on off.
It's just a vacation.
Yeah. This is we're out for 5 weeks. And then
back May 31st.
go back May 31st. Then we have a 2-week quarantine up there. And let me tell you, just normal life up there is pretty close to a quarantine. You add actual quarantine on top of that. Not fun.
What are you taking pictures of over there?
You see, eh? Was that a blind joke? Did that hurt a little bit?
Everybody makes fun of you being blind. Go
I know. Even the deaf guy at work makes fun of me being blind.
That's true.
So again, we apologize for the lighting, but the toddler is asleep, and now that she's finally asleep,
She's finally crashed.
we're just leaving her down. But getting out, the last like 2 weeks were basically like the Arctic, like grabbing my balls and twisting, going, fuck you, you're not allowed to leave. Between somebody murdering the dog, my tooth having to get ripped out, and the dentist having Parkinson's and cutting my lip and breaking another tooth and pulling 2 teeth out, and just
Yeah. And then our plane was late.
our plane was late. Having to fully break out of the house because the door was completely frozen shut because it rained one day. Just everything for the last 2 weeks has basically been like, fuck you, Chad, you ain't leaving. We're keeping you here. It was like it wasn't going to accept that we were going. That being said, I would totally use your body parts for black magic. You are not Tanzanian, are you? No, Brian, no beer tonight because there isn't. I have no beer here.
It's all at mom's
It's all at
house.
the in-laws. Yeah. So, and again, the masks. Oh my God, I need to have a smaller head, or somebody needs to make medical masks that are sized
Adjustable.
for adjustable sized for people with bigger noggins because my ears hurt so bad. I don't even want to put that mask on again tomorrow. I know I'm going to have to. At least once we're done with the plane, I can start wearing my adjustable masks.
Yeah, I bought a crap ton of
I brought a
northern
lot. I
masks.
brought a bunch of the PUV masks with me,
Yeah.
and those because even the northern masks don't fit well for me, but the PUV ones do very well. Um, and the PUV ones actually are nice and thick, and they work.
Mhm.
But have to wear medical grade masks on the plane, so we have our medical grade masks. But my God, they're all so small. They're all so small. Actually, I think I have one N95 in the bag.
I don't think you're allowed to wear those ones on the plane, though.
Why not?
Something about the vent protects you but doesn't protect the person next to you.
Well, you're the person next to me.
Yeah. No, Harlow will be the person next to you because you're on Harlow duty tomorrow. I'm done with Harlow on airplanes.
Well, if you're not Tanzanian, my body parts don't help you. I don't think there actually is any other people in the world that I know of that think that albinos are good voodoo.
Oh, the cops got.
I think she's playing Last of Us.
Driving park.
Driving Park. Okay. What do you guys want to talk about? Is there any questions you have? Any concerns? Anything like that? Again, sorry. I also don't want to show off my nips.
You can't see them anyways. There's like 3 feet of fur.
Magic is magic, friend. Yeah, so what do we want to talk about? So we've talked about our trip. We posted the vlog today. Oh, sorry, what's this?
You gotta show me the vlog.
Which is the first takeout meal you will have.
Where I did room service.
Well, we did room service tonight, yeah, but that's not. I don't. That was horrible.
The sandwich was good. The fries were awful.
Thawing out yet? Like I was saying earlier, there, middle throw. I want to walk around naked right now in town because this 15 degrees is so nice. We're almost 30 degrees difference from the north. Like it's at least 20 to 25.
Well, they're supposed to get +3 tomorrow.
Yes, but today they were in the negative 11.
Was that without the wind?
That was without the wind. First takeout meal. I don't know. Alicia wants Chinese. She wants to do bamboo. I want to do Thailandia. I have a list of places I want to go. I want to do Thailandia. I don't know if Moksha is still open, but I want some Moksha. A&W just for regular fast food. Popeyes, Pita Pit. For Holies. I have a list of places I want to eat. I'm going to go back to the Arctic at like 600 pounds because this 2 years of no takeout, no nothing, it has me. I don't like Subway, and there was a Subway in the airport, and we walked by it, and I was eyeing it like I was gonna murder a motherfucker for a sub. Like, that's the point I was at. It was an oh my God, I want a sub. I want a BMT. I want a Subway Club. I want a Subway Melt. I want it all. Give me one of everything. Like that's just hook it up to my veins. That's what I want right now. Tomorrow there should be a good unboxing video of about 13 to 20 different breweries that are all waiting at the in-laws. You excited for some reviews?
Mm-hmm. I am. I'm crashing, sorry.
Alrighty, Paul. I love you, Alicia.
I love you too.
Live unboxing. It just might be since I actually will have internet that actually works. um, that's another thing. You don't realize what the internet in the Arctic. Like, we knew the internet in the Arctic was slow. We knew it was a lot slower than down here. But after the 18, 19 months up there, I kind of just didn't realize the difference in
Well,
speeds.
in all fairness, when we got there and we were on the satellite modems,
Yes,
it was really
when we
slow.
first arrived and you were on satellite to satellite, like you had the little
Yeah.
satellite modem you put in your window. Even checking your email took
Yeah.
like 20 minutes.
Then we got like the
Then you
fiber
got
optic.
fiber optic, but it wasn't true fiber optic. It was fiber optic from the satellite dish to your house. And that sped it up to, I would say, probably a 56K modem, maybe like that 14-minute
But for
video.
us, it was like lightning.
Yes, that 14-minute video I uploaded right before this would have taken me almost 3 days. Down there, well, up there, sorry.
Mm.
Yeah. So, and then we get down here, and I mean, even Braith over there got on the internet. And she goes, "Oh my God, it's so fast!" Well, yes, Brian, we grew up with the old school telephone modem era. We did, which is kind of weird because I remember having like a 28.8K modem and being able to play Diablo online with my friends. Nowadays, if you had a 28K modem, you wouldn't be able to even check your email. It's weird the way things have evolved. Waiting, excited for Tales from the In-Laws Boiler Room. No, at the In-Laws we usually do our stuff outside. They have an amazing yard. I get to see Colleen again. I'm really excited to see Colleen. Colleen, well, Chris, I don't remember. No, you never met Colleen. You only knew Boris and Helga. Colleen was the Great Pyrenees I rescued, and her and Alicia had a hate relationship. Um, she didn't like being with Alicia's dog either, Marley, and Alicia's parents always wanted a Great Pyrenees, and I'm like, you want a Great Pyrenees? Just guess what? I have one. Do you want? So I'm excited to see her again. She was one of my babies. Um, wasn't murdered. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing her. We brought her. We canceled the wolf box, the wolf crate, right after Nanook was murdered. Right after somebody killed Nanook, we canceled the wolf box, and then it came in yesterday before we left town, and that was a heart sting when that we were hoping it would come in while we were gone. But what it did was made us pack it so that we could bring it down for Colleen. So
And
Colleen
then
will
we'll
get it.
just give Red all the other treats and toys.
Hey Mackin, how was work today, Mackin? Oh no, you were off today.
Was she?
Yeah, she I think she was off today. How are you, Mackin?
Wait, I want to say hi to Mac.
And we'll say hi to Mackin.
Hi.
Braith says hello, Mackin.
You're my favorite employee.
Did your roommate move out, Mackin? I'm afraid to ask.
Oh, and who would have thought that you'd be in April with the air conditioner on? But that's what we're doing. Yes, she did.
I wonder which key she got.
Must have been your key.
Oh, there's a key in the safe.
Yeah. Paul always wanted to send some hot bombs up to us just to see your face when you tried them.
What?
Always wanted to send some hot bombs, so IPAs, just to see Alicia's face.
Oh, why?
Because you make an amazing disgusted face.
I've seen your ex-wife make that disgusting face too, although it seems to be
My ex-wife made that face all the time.
Permanently.
I walked in the room, that face happened. Um,
I can see that.
so yeah, we get to our flight leaves Montreal tomorrow at 1:30. We land in Toronto, Mississauga at something like 2:45, I think, 2:45 or 3.
Mississauga.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mississauga is where the Toronto airport is.
It's in Mississauga?
Yeah.
I thought it was in Toronto.
So
Go to sleep.
the in-laws will pick us up. So we should be in the Niagara region by 5:36, and it'll be good. I'll have some beers that night. Well, thank you. We've been happy for quite some time, but now we're even happier because we can see my kids, the other part of our family. We can, and when we booked this trip, it was, the second we can get out, we need to get out. So we booked our trip. We got lucky, got both our doses of vaccine. It was one of the good things about being up in the Arctic. You might want to stay in your bed because my sack is hanging out. Um, Legitimately, and I can't keep the blanket on because it's too fucking hot. So it was, we have to see the kids, so we booked at the time. There was argument about school, well, I don't want them to come out of school for 2 weeks, and we're like, well, the school can give us work. We haven't seen the kids in almost 2 years. We're coming now. This is when we can get there. And then the third wave of lockdowns happened, and the stay-at-home order happened, and they were closing the borders and all that. And there was two loopholes. You could either fly into Ontario, or you could enter Ontario if you had a court order for visitation or access, which we do. So it was one of those things where, okay, we don't have anything to worry about. We are, there isn't really a rule about us quarantining because we came from the north. We didn't come from another country, but we are going to basically just sit at her in-laws' house for the next 2 weeks.
My parents' house.
Oh, sorry. Yes, your parents' house, my in-laws.
We don't go to my in-laws' house.
No,
we
we don't.
talk to my in-laws.
Well, we don't talk to one of the two
Right,
in-laws.
we do. Right, we talk to one, not the other.
But so we're going to just hang out there. Then we'll go get the kids, and that'll be that. It's just a ball. Sit around and grow fur. Pretty much what I'm going to do. It is just a ball, Brian, but I don't need my daughters seeing my balls. Hell, my wife doesn't even like seeing my balls. Right?
And yet you feel the need to flap them around at every fucking turn. No, Paul, they really aren't much easier, but they are what they are. I try not to say much about that stuff online either because somebody on that in her circle watches like every one of these videos, and anything we say gets pulled and used if we go to court for anything. So I try to keep all the talk about that stuff to a minimum, but I there's no gag order on my life, so there are things I'm allowed to say, whether she really likes it or not. And She doesn't like
no,
anything that puts her in a negative light.
But so I do talk about some things because again, I'm allowed to talk about my life, and I just try to keep her out of it. Yeah, excited though to be back. Our boss was like, "Hey, because of the lockdown order, do you want to push your vacation back?" We're like, "No, no, get us on our fucking plane. We're out. We're done. We need to go." And it's not like PUV is a bad place. It really isn't. It's just
There's nothing.
the time we were there was just too long without getting out. And I mean, most of the people that live there were getting out more than we were. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so it was one of those things where it was just we need a break. We need to recharge. We need to see our family. We need to be able to order something online and get it the next day or within a week, not a month. Brian knows, he sends me packages quite often. Sometimes it can take 6 weeks for me to get a package. Um, it'll get from where he is to Montreal in a day or so, and then the rest of the trip is forever. And Greg is Facebooking us. Not things we'll talk about online. Um, we'll talk about when we go offline.
Mm-hmm.
So there's five of you. Ask a question, make a comment. Let's talk. Let's talk. I have a few more. Yeah, I'll be up for a little bit more, and then I'm going to bed. I got to charge my phone.
Do you think I would survive prison?
No,
Why?
because you're a princess.
I'm a princess.
That last box was a long one. It took forever to get there. I didn't think it was coming, to be honest. Um, Actually, all of our last batch of here's what happens. Okay, so the stuff gets to Montreal. Canada Post ships it out to the airport almost immediately after getting it. So it shows up in Montreal. It gets brought to Pierre Trudeau. It gets put on a cargo plane and it gets flown to Legrand. Once it hits Legrand, it comes off the plane, and that's where they separate it into the two different routes it can go. Right, there's one route up our coast, PUV, where we are, is one of the hubs, and then there's another route up the other coast where Kuujjuaq is the hub. And what'll happen is they just, because there's 7 communities in each one, all of those 7 communities mail has to go on the plane. But if you're weathered out anywhere, that mail just sits and it gets pushed to the back of their little room slash trailer where the stuff is. So things were getting to Legrand real quick, and then Legrand was having freezing rain, so no planes were landing there, and we were having blizzards, so no planes were landing to us. And then we had like a 4 week backlog for the entire 14 communities in Nunavik, and it
They
took
brought in
forever.
another airline to help.
Yeah, they brought in one of the big airlines to help move
Yeah,
things,
Voyager
and
and
there was
Summit.
there was like you would go to cargo some days, and there would be like 15 skids of mail going to all the different communities. So and then you were starting to catch up, and you're excited. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna see my package soon, and then they would cancel things, the weather again. So it was a never ending cycle.
I got a Mr. Bean car. I got a Mr. Bean car.
Being practically in the North Pole, any ice beers you like? There are no ice beers in PUV unless you were to order them yourself from Montreal. PUV locally sells Bud, and
Molson.
Bud is $65 for the 12 pack, unless you don't have a co-op account, and then it's $75. They sell Molson Dry, and that is $74 with a co-op account, $84 without. They sell Rickards Red, which is another 12 pack. Again, these are all 355 milliliter cans. That one is $84 with an account, $94 without. And then they sell Alexander Keith's, and that one is $95 with an account, $105 without. What you're able to get locally. And you can buy one 12 pack a day from Monday to Friday. Um, then you can order stuff from the south. A lot of times it's actually cheaper to order it from the south, even with cargo rates. People often ask why food is so expensive up there. Like, I've showed a few prices at where I'm around and at the co-op for things, and people are like, why are the prices that much? Well, take a 12 pack of Bud. A 12 pack of Bud is like $26 in, okay, $26 in Quebec normally. Anywhere between 18 and 26 mattering.
It is $64 if I order it from Marche Terrain to send it up, and that whole amount is that whole like $40 for that 12 pack is all the cargo freight. So people think that the grocery stores are making a killing, but really the grocery stores are trying to keep somewhat the same margins as the South while paying $40 for the equivalent of 12 355 milliliter cans. It's kind of sickening.
Ooh, there's a new LCBO in Welland.
Because that's what Welland needs.
There is no use for ice beers. I fully agree with you. Yes, Welland closed an LCBO and opened a new one. The new one is at the Walmart Canadian Tire, and they closed one by the Giant Tiger.
The one by the giant. The little one. That was no.
But you're right. Welland needed more alcohol.
The one by the giant tire or the one by the Freshco?
He says Giant Tiger.
Oh.
And closed the LCBO by Giant Tiger. Oh, it's so nice in here. Nice and cool. You sure you're not sitting with Harlow on the way?
Fuck you. You got Harlow. You can fucking tire, get an extra seatbelt and fucking tire legs in her arm. Oh my god. Done with that kid.
Well, good day, Shane.
What are you?
Yeah, I was given that nickname back in high school myself.
Unplugging my things.
That look makes me think that she's unplugging her things.
They're charging for the night. Do not unplug my things. Well, then you should have got a block and a charging cord. Then get your own charging cord. Why didn't you bring a block?
Sorry, little domestic abuse thing going on here.
Excuse me?
Well, then that's fine.
Then
You
you
don't
can
get to
wait
unplug
until
your mother's
breakfast.
phone to plug yours.
Then you can wait until the morning, and when we're at breakfast, you can plug your phone into charge.
Let her use the airplane bathroom right away just to get it over with. Yeah, no, so yeah, the Albino Rhino moniker was given to me in high school as well. Back then, I was nothing but a little muscle. You used to want to watch me work out. Yes, back in those days, I had done the Highland Games. I was a wrestler, a rugby player, a football player. That's how that name came up for me. And now I'm an old man who no longer looks as good as he did then. But hey, it is what it is. Though some people say I look the exact same as I did in high school,
Pretty much.
which makes you angry.
What do you mean?
You told me you're angry that I don't have wrinkles.
You have crow's feet right there.
Oh, I know. I started crying when I realized those were there. It's like, oh God, I'm 38 years old
Crow's
now and I
feet,
have
you're
crow's
missing
feet.
2 teeth.
Well, I was only supposed to be missing one tooth, but an Arctic dentist is not a place. If any of you ever take a job in the Arctic, go to the dentist before you go up and try and hold out for a dentist every single time until you come back down, because that is not something you want to deal with. Because if they are dentists in the Arctic, they are probably that for a reason. That reason most likely being something like they're not very good, or they're too old, or they're too old and they have Parkinson's, and yeah. Yeah, you don't. I still have the mark on my lip from where he got me with the drill. Oh, I got you with my instrument. I'm sorry. That's because you have the hair color everybody's changing into. Woodruff as well as ADHS, Paul, because When I was in Ottawa, it was Woodruff that I went to. And then when I moved to Brayside, I went to ADHS, Arm Pryor District High School. But yeah, Woodruff. I was a Woodruff Tiger. Woodruff za. Woodruff za. Za. I think I still have my old wrestling coats in your parents' garage. I should see if they fit still. Oh, I should do my beer reviews in my old high school Letterman jacket. Oh, that's right, I did. Damn it. No, you made fun of me for living in the past, and that's why I threw it out.
No.
Yes.
I told you to be the Letterman.
I think I still have one of my wrestling singlets. I could do a video in that. Everybody would want to see me in spandex.
Okay, you got rid of the Letterman jacket and you kept that ugly ass fucking thing? Seriously?
Yes.
Next time, listen better.
A wrestling jacket and nice beer. Chad's back in town. Has she seen the Halloween photo? I don't know if I ever showed her the Halloween photo. When we were all wrestlers at the casino, and I wore my singlet.
I don't want to see that photo. Those things are ugly as sin.
Brian was the macho man. Wait. I thought I was the sexiest thing in the world.
Those aren't the sexiest thing in the world.
But I spent a lot of time in those.
Yeah, and?
I used to have girls drooling over me when I was in those.
Not this girl.
Why not?
Because they're ugly.
Thanks, guys.
There's only one other thing that rivals those things, and that's a fucking Speedo.
Oh, your mom, when I put that mankini on, I'm pretty sure she turned into the Sahara Desert. So I did order a mankini at one point just as a joke, and I put it on. I'm like, hey, Alicia, look. And yeah, it did not end well.
Did she beat you behind? Did you really just go into the bathroom?
I forgot what I'm doing.
I'm tired going to go sleep in the bathroom.
I forgot to bring deodorant, and I hear deodorant is not essential, so I'm gonna have to order it from Amazon.
Is that essential?
It's in the pharmacy section. Is it not?
I don't know.
I thought it was just general merchandise they were selling.
Oh, I've been told I could buy it. Good.
I figure you're staying at home, you can stink all you want. What?
Well, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I'm like, I need to buy basically a year's supply of deodorant before I come back up, because deodorant in the north is like $7 a stick, and in the south I can get 2 for $5. And my buddy was like, "Oh, that's I think deodorant is a scheme. I just shower every day." And I go, "Yeah, we live in the Arctic. You might not get water for a week sometimes. You ain't showering every day. You might be bathing with fucking baby wipes for a week at a time. So yeah, I need deodorant."
Deodorant is not a scheme. You never showers. The shower might work nicely in the morning, but by the end of the day, you need some fucking deodorant. You don't smell as good as you think you do.
Actually, Brian, he is. Brian asked, is he single?
That's why. Right there. He does not smell as good as he thinks he does.
Now, the reason that's funny, guys, is I sang Macho Man to Harlow
about 2 weeks ago, and everybody's been randomly singing it since then, including Harlow.
Except Harlow just goes, macho man, macho man.
So yeah, and when we're once we actually make it to Ontario, we'll have better lighting. Again, the little one is sleeping. The newest scent is called Ball Funk. You're such a fucking liar. There is no Ball Funk fucking. There's no Ball Funk deodorant. You're a liar. You are a liar, sir. And if I'm wrong, oh my god. If you're not lying, there's problems. So I had my laptop and my tablet in my laptop bag, and I haven't used my laptop bag in a year. In almost 2 years. We used it when we moved up here, and then it was sitting in a closet, and I picked it up to put it on my shoulder at the airport, and the whole shoulder strap just ripped, and I was like, oh good. So now it's in the garbage. I gotta order a new one of those too. Right now I have all my carry-on in the one bag in my backpack instead of having the backpack and the computer bag. I just have the backpack right now. I might not wear my belt tomorrow when we go to the airport, which means I might lose my pants. I might not put my rings on. Alicia yelled at me today. She's like, why is it that every time we go to an airport, you have to basically strip and redress yourself on the other side of security? And she's not wrong. Between my rings and my boots, because I always wear steel-toed boots. I don't ever really walk around without steel toes. And my belt, because my pants fall, and all that shit, because I don't have an ass. Yeah, I have no ass, so I need a belt. So at least you say I have no ass. I love you. I don't even get an I love you. This is what I live with. You need sweatpants for traveling. That's what Alicia wore today.
That's what I'm wearing tomorrow. Different sweatpants, not the same ones.
Oh, I'm wearing the same pair of pants today.
You wear the same pants every month.
I'm wearing Udi pants tomorrow.
Merry fucking Christmas.
I bring my Udi pants every month.
But yeah, so I'm really excited to not have to travel anymore. I can't wait to get to Welland and just not have to drive for a while. Oh, and I really hope these stitches that are supposed to dissolve in my mouth dissolve soon, because it really feels like there's a fishing net in there.
Drive.
Yes, I drive everywhere. I have an ATV.
Since fucking when do you drive? You mean for 3 years I've been pedaling your ass around and you drive?
You've driven with me.
No.
I have a video of you on the back of a skidoo with me.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
The skidoo that you sold and the ATV that's been locked in the sea can since you bought it.
You really never drive it. You haven't driven it once.
The ATV couldn't be driven in the winter. It gets too cold.
You can.
Really? Because I see ATVs driving all over town.
Yeah, and they buy a new ATV every fucking year.
Yeah,
No, they
well,
don't.
driving it once isn't gonna destroy you.
Yeah, Brian, Chad isn't really blind. It's been a big farce. Alicia's parents think it's a farce that I'm making it up. Mostly because I'll walk through his house and I'll point out things he's done wrong. I'm like, oh, look at this mark in this drywall. Look at that. Look at this. He's like, you're not fucking blind, you lot. No, it's I just see different contours and stuff. That's all it comes down to.
No, I think you're lying. You're not blind.
Oh, what plug did you leave for me to plug this into?
This one right here.
Okay. Okay.
Mostly because then I have to get out of bed to turn my alarm off.
Oh, so we actually get up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So just in the sleep.
Is there blackout curtains or anything over there?
Nope. Which means Harlow will be up at 6 a.m. shift.
Oh no.
Wait, maybe.
Yay, mummy. Let's get Harlow and I'll just go get breakfast.
That is the one thing that I don't like about hotels is usually some of them have them. But
Yes, there are blackout curtains.
oh, what's going on? How are you, Auntie?
Who?
Auntie.
Who the fuck is he?
You haven't met Auntie. What hotel are we in? We're in a Holiday Inn Express
Montreal
in
airport.
Montreal. Yeah, the Montreal airport.
There's blackout curtains.
And yeah, cheers currently from Montreal. And tomorrow it'll be cheers from Welland. Really excited. You're not excited to be home? You're excited to stop flying. Harlow gonna sit with you tomorrow?
No.
There.
I'm
Blackout
Harlowed
curtains.
out.
Well, you're gonna live with her for like.
She tried to escape out of her seatbelt by sliding down her seat when I wouldn't let her unbuckle it, Chad.
She would never have such a voice.
I don't know if I'll be able to do anything like that. We're waking up, having breakfast, and going right to the airport for our flight to Toronto.
You know there's Wi-Fi at the airport, right?
We're not talking. I was just told to go buy a certain thing here. Oh, thank you, Doyle. It's nice to be sort of home. It's closer than I thought we'd be in a while. Maybe we'll visit my grandmother and stuff on the way back. Maybe. Mattering if things are open or not.
You have no face. How are you moving?
Yeah, we have, we're here till May 31st. So, yeah, heading back to the old hood. It'll be good. It'll be good. Hi.
Are you gonna go to bed yet?
Very soon.
You said that like 10 minutes ago. I'm tired. Headed to my.
Well, I was we got down here and we were like, oh my god, look, working internet. Let's go live for a bit. Alrighty, cheers, Paul. And yeah, Alicia is basically out, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, it's good to be home-ish. And like I said, we'll start doing some more of these every few nights, and there's gonna be more vlogs and everything else now that we're south. And I got a big ol' unboxing to do tomorrow once we get into Welland. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for chatting. As always, anytime we go live, I want to chat with people. So say hi, to ask questions, all that. That's what we like doing. But yeah, I will try, Auntie. I will try. And yeah, bye guys.